Welcome. Oh, it's Psychic Tuesday, and I'm your guide, Sweet Pea. Welcome back. 7 days later, here we are. So, a couple of things. We're going to start at the top with some astrology. We're going to touch on some messages for all the signs, and then we'll go into some callers. And so, the full moon in Virgo. Well, there's two big stories this week. If I think of the astrology going on, we've got a conjunction of Venus. Ooh, lovely little Venus. He's out there flirting up a storm. And so, first of all, with Pluto and then with Mars, and this conjunction with Pluto and then with Mars, really amping up a few things intense, passionate, baby making energy or fighting energy. I guess you can choose what you want. Power, insightful, value. That's going to be a big part of the question in some of that. And that Venus Mars conjunction in Aquarius, that very and that Pluto energy, which is about power. It could be power struggles, but if you put your power together, it could be building an empire with your partner, business partner, love partner, friend partner. But the full moon in Virgo is a really, really important moon. It's sort of this this tuning fork for your physical energy and your spiritual energy. And under this full moon, we any rituals, habits, routines. You might be coming into focus to see how you can bring them into balance, how you're going to be able to balance your spiritual emotional needs along with your physical needs. And so this is some of that energy, but with that intense Venus, Mars, Pluto energy in Aquarius, I don't know, it could be about partnership, intense decisions, things coming to an insightful, what are the daily things versus your spiritual or emotional needs in the relationship. And so it could come to a head. It could come to, you can meet someone out of the blue if you're single, that could turn out to be a good physical and spiritual partner. So it's kind of unexpected energy. It's the merging of both the god of war and the goddess of of values. And they say romance, but I don't know if Venus is all about romance more so than she is more like the Empress of like Mother Earth and fertility and belonging and community and all those environmental, all those things. So we might even see some water stuff come up. If you happen to live on a coast, there could be some stuff going on there as well as we come see into the full moon this weekend. So some intense energy, but definitely, especially with Neptune and opposite of, because we now have Mercury, we now have the sun in Pisces opposite of Virgo with this moon, joining Neptune and Saturn. And in sidereal astrology, Saturn is invisible right now. So structures are invisible. So it could be a whole lot of murky stuff wading through, or really deep, higher self work, spiritual work. Like I'm going to be in Arizona this weekend during the full moon. I know, I'm so excited. Superstition Mountains. I'm going there and I'm doing a full moon ceremony there. So I'm kind of excited about that and just all the folklore there. And so I'm kind of excited to do that. So it's a very deeply connecting moon. So I'd suggest that if you can put your intentions out there, now would be the time to do it. Let's get into it. Aries. I'm going to just do quick messages for all 12 signs, sun, moon, or rising. Again, your sun sign, what's the difference? What do people say, what's the difference? Well, your sun sign is that divine masculine energy, your sun, your career, your outside kind of stuff. If I looked at that moon sign, it's that mother identity, that mother, the matriarch, the feminine divine, that moon sign, and that emotional, spiritual self. And then I look at the ascendant, which to me is kind of the merging of the two, and that's sort of how we project our physical self identity and how we come across. And so, okay, so if I looked at Aries, sun, moon, rising, message for Aries this week under this intense energy, friendships. A friend needs your help and kindness and excellent counseling, your excellent counseling skills. We'll put them back on track. You might be the one who also needs good advice from friends. You could have some good friends in your circle, bringing opportunity. You're getting yeses on proposals. You're getting yeses on invitations. You're getting So this is going to be a busy time ramping up to your birthday. Now, normally as we go into the Pisces season, it's kind of your 12th house of quiet, but I don't know if you're going to get a rest this time there, kid. Sorry, Aries. But it looks like through your friend circles, there's some good opportunities. Now, the word for you is peace. You might have to make peace, negotiate peace, contracts, agreements, come to peace, but that's going to be your word for the week. Okay. Then after Aries, we're going to head into Taurus. Who are our little Tauruses there? Boy, that planet Uranus and Jupiter is going hard this week, that Virgo moon. Things get illuminated for you and in good ways. I feel like money, opportunities, things like that are showing up for you. Oh, what shows up for you is your love life as well. So affairs of the heart could cause future problems, but take heart as difficult situations will be resolved by good decision this week. So decisions around your love life could be boundaries, could be agreements, could be, look, here's our spending plan. Don't go outside of it. Could be finally getting away and having time for each other, making that balance that the full moon's requiring us to do there, Tauruses. And so that's going to come up for you this week. And the word for you this week is joy. Oh, I love it. You deserve joy. Okay. Then we get into Geminis, our darling Geminis, darlings of the zodiac. This week, you've got achievements. Enjoy the limelight. You've earned it. Although on the family front, someone's health could cause some secret worries or sleepless nights. Could be a parent figure, could be, and that can include uncles, aunties, but I feel like it's of another generation, things, thoughts, moves, challenges, changes going on there for you Geminis. But boy, I feel like this is going to be the next week or 10 days is going to be about all the things coming to fruition for you that you've put out there, you've been wanting, you've done well for other people, maybe it's coming back. And the word for you is enthusiasm. Oh, that's to me a Gemini word. So good on you guys. A little bit of excitement there, enthusiasm towards your opportunities and things coming at you. All right, Gemini, we go to our little Cancerians, our little crabs. And I just feel like, oh, opportunities is your word. So a stranger is about to change your life, exciting times and plenty of action. Plus, a special family reunion looks likely. Maybe a sibling could come back in the picture, and that can include cousins, sibling-in-law, siblings, gathering of siblings. Could be happening around the home front for you, family front there, Cancerians. But it sounds like some good opportunities, and maybe even from strangers, people you don't expect. And I suspect it's because all the strangers you help, they're Sagittarius. Cancerians are natural mentors. Where did I get Sagittarius from? I don't know what I was thinking there. Sorry, my little crabs. But those opportunities could come from your help of strangers in the past. Cancerians see people, particularly the strangers. They see people in need of help. Maybe they do things anonymously where they help people. So this is going to come back to you in a good way. Your word is authenticity. Oh yeah, look at you. That Care Bear stare at that big heart right there. Yeah, let that shine, little crabs. Leo. Oh my gosh, all this energy in your house of partnership, all this Mars and Venus. You just had a stellium there. And, it's going to be really very much, Leo, about your partner, what's going on for them, their family, their money, their identity, the in-laws, the outlaws, all that kind of stuff. And it could be about maybe you're going to be, maybe taking a back seat to them a little bit. Maybe you're going to put them first. Maybe you're going to look at partnership first. The word I got for you is challenges. Take time out from problems or conflicts and approach softly to avoid making any matters worse. You might want to give lots of room for your partner to say something, lots of room for your partner. Leos love to rush in and do things for them. I feel like this is a time for you not to do that. This is a time to give them lots of space, even if they're indecisive or uncertain. Lots of space, just holding space. I'm there for you kind of energy. Okay, Leo? Okay. And your word is kindness. And we got the word kindness for you. And I feel like that goes with you, Leo. That goes with you for sure. And so let's keep going. So now we've got our Leos. We've got our Virgo energy. Hey, this full moon, sun, moon, or rising is all about you guys. And this is about really shedding light on things that maybe last September, early September, would have been percolating a little bit. The word is love. Love's in the air, a great time for commitments and taking relationships to the next level. And if you're Virgo, Pisces, or in that connection, Virgo, Pisces, it could even be sudden endings or insight into endings of relationships, but it's going to be revolving around house of partnership, your love life, all those things going on for you, Virgo. You could suddenly meet someone if you're single, and especially on this full moon, really just shedding light on who is and around you. And the word is surrender. So you're going to surrender to what shows up. That's a hard word for Virgos, because sometimes these changes become way too much for them. Libras, we go into Libra, and now Libra, you've had these lunar axis, these eclipses. There's an eclipse coming up in April you're going to want to pay special attention to, but twists and turns. And now twists and turns always sound ominous, but nah, they're not. Carefully made plans just could be thrown out the window as major changes and interruptions surround you. Make sure you get lots of rest to cope with any upheaval. It could be changed flights, plane tickets, changed plans with people, things you thought were going to go through aren't going through. Just being able to turn on a dime. So just stay flexible. Stay flexible with things, and a willingness to work on the home, a willingness to clean out closets, pull out some summer wear. Maybe you're getting ready for the new season change. Update your styles. Do sort of work on the temple. That kind of stuff would be great energy for this next week. Scorpio, our beautiful Scorpios. We've got tough and trying times, tough times ahead. Think long term and make decisions accordingly. Avoid negative people at all costs. And as my mama bear always likes to say, and God rest your soul, my beautiful mama, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Now that used to make me crazy, but I understood what it meant, because boy, am I tough. And anything coming at you this week, Scorpios, Phoenix rising energy. You guys are shedding it. It's just a decision time. It's just a decision point. There's nothing that's going to take you down. You're basically going to say yes or no, and you're going to go forward with it. And I feel like that'll be the end. That's like, you're like, that's the end of that story. And I feel like we're marking a celebration. And so we got a little dancing Elvis here. And I just feel like a lovely little celebration showing up for you. You could have a great time this weekend. There's Scorps. Then I go to Sagittarians, my little Sagittarians, real quick. We've got the sunshine. The sun is shining on you, career and business growth, fabulous communication and relationships. This could just be good times. This next week could just bring some of the communications you've been waiting for. Maybe you're finally getting a go-ahead. Maybe people around you got great news to share with you. I think either way, it sounds great. We get the word discernment. Making decisions about things you own. Buy, sell, get new, get reuse, get, replenish, maybe you're going to say, I'll get new to me instead of buying it brand new, but you're going to have decisions, could even be around a vehicle. All right. Then we go into Capricorns. Boy, I bet you're glad the pressure's off, because you're going to see your values, money being valued as a real highlight for you little Capricorns over the next 2 years, very much so. But travels in store for you. Long distance communication will open up your life, exciting experiences for singles and career advancement for others. And so we might see some really good news come in for Capricorns, again, being valued. You can get invitations, opportunities, plans. And here you are looking at the long game, making your intentions. Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go with this energy? So I feel like planting your intentions this whole next 2 years, especially all this energy in Aquarius, is really about being valued. But then on the other side, please have boundaries as well. Remember that. Okay. Then we got Aquarians. Hey, it's all about you guys. It's all about you. Communication, a reunion could bring love or a rekindling of friendships. A lucky win seems likely. And I keep thinking this about Aquarians. Man, they have had some tough luck, and now they have all these planets in their sign. This is an area of luck for you guys. This is an area of lucky breaks, lucky timing, lucky opportunities, lucky money, lucky friends, lucky coincidences. So pay attention to all those. Those seem like this next little bit, particularly this next 10 days, but this next 2 years, it puts you in a good place for luck. Your presence. So staying present, staying true, staying right in the moment for things will serve you well. And finally, we got Pisces. The word is reflection. Friendships in your life may come to an end. Others could blossom and become stronger. And that could be really strengthening your connections, your social circles and people. And I get the word transformation for you. And I know Pisces, because you guys got this this Saturn and Neptune, it's your Saturn return in a lot of ways. And I got to tell you, it is a hard one for that Pisces sign, because it's really putting structures into what do you want, where you're going, requiring decisions, you being decisive. And I feel like, so right now, well, Saturn is sort of hidden a little bit, and lesser power. I would take time to really start thinking about the future structures. When it comes in, it comes into full force, and then you got obligations. So I want you to feel like you're feeling the obligations that you chose, ones that you feel disciplined and wanting to stick to. And I get the word purification, the letting go. And I just feel like all those emotions you might be feeling, Pisces, is just the purge. That's all, my friends. And as your birthday shows up, you get a renewal, you get a reset button, you got all these glorious planets showing up. You just got Venus, sorry, you just got Mercury and the Sun joining your other two planets. So it looks like it's going to be a Pisces show pretty soon. Thank you. You can find me, BerniceBissonPsychic.com. I read full time. I read all kinds of things. I do psychic and medium work together, but I have to be honest, my favorite is astrology. I love astrology. I find it the most predictive and the most useful tool out of all the tools we could read. So let's talk about readings. Let's get into readings. I've got Carolyn, who's been so patient, waiting for me. Carolyn from Massachusetts. Carolyn.
Hi, I'm here. Thank you for
Oh my
having me.
goodness. Yeah, thanks for being patient. So we got some time. What do you want to talk about? What do you want me to focus?
My husband's career,
Your
our
husband's
household
career.
finances.
Okay, do you mind if I ask a couple questions? Do you mind if I ask you something? What's the
Yep,
day and month of his birthday?
October 10/21.
Oh, he's okay, October. So let's talk about that. New direction for your husband in terms of career. There could be retraining, relicensing. Um, and he'll have a period of time in the switch. So I feel like over the next 8 months, no more than 2 years. I don't even feel like it's that long. I'm going to say 8 months to a year in terms of the career. There could be a period of time over the next 2 or 3 months he's off, and then a switch seems to happen. And so I feel like he'll be weighing opportunities, and again, licensing, education, certification, something to bring him into a new direction. And I feel like, you know, he might be feeling like I don't want him to hang on to the past. I don't want him to think that if I just switch jobs, because I feel like there's something bigger he's letting go. They keep saying he's going to get some sort of license or certification, and I feel like he's stepping into something else. This next 2 months are going to be very big around, particularly April. And I'm even going to say April 16th to the 21st, right in that window, pops up opportunity, pops up news, connections, communication, something that really triggers between April and his birthday in October, where it becomes like it goes from ideas, thoughts, and opportunity into the physical action and orientation. The one other thing I just want to bring up around your partner, or around you as well. I feel like there's going to be some thoughts around moves of people. It could be moves of home for yourself or family. I do feel like it becomes an obligation where there's going to be, and I even feel like you might even hear about this within 4 months, a move or changes of family. And I also keep sensing a struggle with a woman's health. And if
Me?
not you, oh, is that you?
No.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
What's your birthday? Can I spy on you for a minute?
No, I'm October 21st.
Oh, you're October 21st. Okay.
Yes,
Okay. And what's your partner's birthday?
September 28th.
September 28th. Both. Okay, so you're both Libras. So it's your health. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Let's talk about that a little bit. If I think about your health, there's something very important about there's two avenues. And I'm going to say there's something about your nerves, pain management, nervous
Yes.
system, nerve endings. And I
Yep.
feel like, okay, and thank you. And that there's a series of needles, or They're going to talk about a procedure to maybe cauterize some nerves, um, to help you manage your pain. And I do think that there's something about, because it's not about with medication. It's going to be, I feel like a procedure, needles or a procedure that seems to help you cauterize the nerves so that you're able to manage or reduce the pain. I do feel
I'm
like,
feeling so good though.
yeah, no, that's okay. That's okay.
Because
I
I
feel
switched my
like this,
medication and it's really working.
I'm happy about that. There
Hmm.
feels like there's something more permanent showing up when I talk about the needles. Like they could, when I think of cauterizing the nerves, like make something permanent, make something, um, so you might not need to be dependent on the medication in some way. And I feel like that's going to even show up within the next 7 months, less than 2 years, right around you. So I feel like
Okay.
there's good things around that.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, okay. That sounds
Oh,
good.
oh, sorry.
I
I heard
understand that.
talking. Okay.
Oh no, I'm in
Um,
a.
okay. So my now, do you have any other questions?
Is my son going to find love? That's what I
Is your
really
son?
wanted to ask you.
Oh, that's what you. Okay, you should have just got to the question. So I got 7 minutes left. So I'm going to just spend it with you, and we're going to just answer whatever questions you have left because I have 7 minutes isn't enough. So let's get into. Okay, what's your son's birthday?
September 25.
Okay, September 25. Oh, Libra, you're the Libra family.
Yeah.
And so, okay, so if I think about your son, is he ever going to find love? The big answer is yes, but let's talk about the details of that answer. So your son and all of you, in fact, because I find astrology the most predictive. That's why I keep asking your birthdays. I'm an astrologer. I work with astrology
Yep.
mainly. Okay. And so your son's birthday, beginning of, same with your husband, they're at the beginning of their sign, the first decant of Libra. There was two eclipses that recently happened in 2023, one in April, one in October. There's a very, very, very potent one in April. Your husband's going to hear things around work, opportunities, and doors opening. Your son is also going to hear about love life, doors opening, opportunities that I feel like start to percolate in April and really start to take shape over this next 10 months, year. And the reason I say 10 months to a year is that there's three eclipses in that time, all on his lunar axis of like karmic relationships and seventh house of partnership, transforming it, opening doors that haven't been open, insights that haven't been open. And ironically, I feel like relationship comes out of the blue, comes out of a not online dating, not online connections, would actually come through opportunities for work, working the day to day routines of things that I actually think that's how relationship pops up for him. And
Hmm.
that the biggest timeline around that, I actually feel like it's going to be between July and October this year
Okay.
for your son
Yeah.
of opportunities around relationship popping up. Um, the one piece that I'm going to describe in my mind who is showing up. They show up as on the cusp of a fire sign. They could be on the cusp of Leo, Aries, or Sagittarian. That they have an affinity for or work with animals, big or little. I'm not certain if I mean like horses or dogs, like they work with, and they could work in an
Yeah.
industry where they work with
Yeah.
animals and they cross paths somehow through their day to day work or activities. And that I feel like your son, it's funny because the focus right now for your son and where he's really going to kind of percolate is going to be his money or new jobs, opportunities, money, working, just like your partner. Like there's Libras and Aries are very, very fortunate this next with these eclipses in opportunities popping out that they didn't expect. But all around your Libra, his Libra love life, it's going to come out of the blue. The best time I actually feel like is going to be late summer, okay, I say late summer, but I'm on Winnipeg time. So I'm going to say July into October. And that it's something that kind of comes out of the blue, you know, and I do see him having the opportunity for children, if he chooses that. And I see daughters.
Oh.
So if he chooses that, and
Yeah.
and you know, I
He's
feel
longing
like
for a child.
yeah, and I feel like ironically, this kid, I feel like there's two children. One will be an air sign, one will be an earth sign. I feel like there's a daughter, and I feel like the daughter could be the first one for a bit, and then if, like the kid's 6, and then there's another baby, like it would be some time between them, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like you guys will remain living close, or you will stay close in proximity. I mean, you know, I'm going to sound crazy, but I'm going to say it anyway. I feel like it might even be great if you could live in the same property or down in the same city, the same area. There's something about that that shows up. I don't know. I feel like, may I ask you a question about him for a second?
Yep. Yep.
Did he move recently?
Nope.
I mentioned earlier that someone was moving, and you know, it's funny because as I sit here and say that, my lovely Carolyn, I feel like you might get sandwiched by people's moves, and this is in this next year. And I feel like it could be a family member, you know, maybe needing more support.
My brother.
That very much could
Maybe
be,
my
but
brother.
yeah, like you could be helping them move. You could be providing them a place to stay. I feel like you're going to get sandwiched a little bit, but just know they all turn out, okay?
Yeah.
But there's about a 4-month period that this is going to be a bit of a flurry of activity, and it could even be starting fairly soon in the next 2 months or so. And I will leave you with one last thing. I feel like you have some important papers coming in about some money. I feel like it's something that you're not winning. It comes in writing. It could just be a notification that there's an increase of about $200, or there's some extra money that's going to show up, that shows up on a regular basis, and you're going to get that in writing pretty soon, or you'll get that notice pretty soon. And I'm going to finish it right there with you, Carolyn, and thank you, my beautiful friend. And I want to thank everyone for tuning in to Psychic Tuesdays with Sweet Bee, and I love reading you guys, and I will see you guys again in 7 days. Stay safe, stay warm, and stay well.